Pokerev, oh Pokerev, thank you, my esteemed YouTuber, that somehow just made my decision valid that I will not be picking up any Prismatic Evolutions, not because I don't have a pre-order of anything, not because I am just trying to be like the anti-whatever. There is just a true noticeable pull rate that sucks on these videos that you guys have seen. And I would say he has taken the blunt for us. And unfortunately, the business model of Pokerev is allocation of supplies. He is able to, bring them in order to provide a product, whether that be through the packs that he sells, through his distribution that's there, or through opening and creating soft goods such as videos that you guys like to watch for entertainment, and essentially allows us to not spend all that money. And even so, with the amount of money from the AdSense of those videos probably is not that great, and truly is just for the overarching idea of trying to continue the brand of Pokerev. A lot of people have come out on Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, and they've said they're pissed off that Pokerev opened so many packs, 400 packs. He only pulled one evolution out of the entire thing, which solidified I'm stepping back. But I have to look at the Pokerev situation and my ego at first. I'm like, yeah, I see that guy. I see the guy in Australia that's blasting off how many different ETBs he has. That can make you mad at first, but they have allocations of this stuff, whatever else. You decide whether to pay for it or not. You've heard that enough. I want you to understand that this has happened time and time again with any kind of hype, whether it be the KFC chicken sandwich, the PS3 that came out, the Wii that I drove around for weeks trying to find a Wii in 2006, that Christmas, I did that. The Amiibo I tried to go find, people back when Tickle Me Elmo was a thing, all these things are relevant. But I want you to understand the pull rates for any of these sets is going to be pretty consistent throughout, okay? So whether you're buying the packs right now, 6 months from now, it's not like if you buy earlier, you're guaranteed more pulls. Not the way it works. You could pull one pack or 500 packs and still get no evolution as well. So every time there is something that's hyped between the Tickle Me Elmo, the Garbage Pail Kids, the first Pokemon boom, second Pokemon boom, Furbies, we laugh now, but that's what we're going to do about this. The same exact thing. So there will be a time where you're going to get the product. It's going to happen because there is the demand for it. And Pokemon is not in the business of not making money. Pokemon was not really about that. And I don't think it is still about that. Like, you still run into kids that are just collecting cardboard, playing the video games and enjoying it, and maybe watching the show and maybe playing the Pokemon app games that are like Pokemon Go and things like that. So all these benign entry points that you can engage with this franchise is awesome. And that's what makes it really like you get to choose your own path and what you're into. If you're only into cardboard, awesome. If you're only into the show, awesome. If you're only into the games, awesome. Like, I've dipped in and out of cards and games primarily, and I watched the show early on, but that was really it. And now here I am, really just focusing on games and cardboard. So that is my adult life of being able to look at this. And, these things will come and go. If you really enjoy Pokemon, this is probably the best time to be part of it because you're making memories of hunting for stuff like that. But really, it's also just something you get to share with other people. The reason why so many people want Prismatic Evolutions, even though we know all these things are happening, is because I call this social equity. We want to be that person that got that Umbreon, the person that got that evolution, and remember that pack, we went with our friends and we got it. It is social equity that people are wanting to show, even though I doubt many people are going to get rid of their cards, the people that are truly collecting. So I look at this and I'm just kind of like, dude, it's not that big of a flex. Just go find some other cards. There's still some great pulls from sets that you guys have not gotten if you're looking to do that. I found a card at my local card shop that I was like, I really am digging Alakazam right now. This is a Radiant Alakazam. I got him for $1. It was actually valued, I think, at $3 or $4 online. And this baby's mint. Like, there are no dings. Surface is great, no whitening. I put it under the black light as well. And I'm like, this card, not grade worthy right now, but you look back at older sets, you know, those cards were not grade worthy back then either. Who knows? I love this card. I got it for $1. I thought it was well worth $1. And I really appreciate it. And if it goes up in value, awesome. I mean, I decided to sell it. But you don't confirm your losses until you actually sell the cards or you get rid of them. And I'll be honest with you, I was at my local card shop and there was a kid there that had a Squirtle from 151. And he was like trying to trade that in to get money to then have more money to get like another kind of ETB. And the guy and I were like, dude, you should keep the card. Like, it's a good card. You don't need to risk more and more. Like, risk tolerance is a thing that people need to understand. But looking at this, I do appreciate Pokerev making the video because it showed me I'm going to hold out. And by the way, I did buy some Terrestrial Festival singles because I didn't want to open the boxes, even though my collection is primarily Japanese. I did not want to partake in that, even though there's a lot of pools from those, and I wasn't going to pay that much for them. I did get the Umbreon at $260, and that was like the dip, and now it's going back up above $300, so I'm okay with it. I don't need to pull the card from a pack to say I still have it. I have it whether I bought it or whether I pull it from a pack. I still own it. I still appreciate the cards. I open packs as my risk tolerance is okay with it or not okay with it. So what are your thoughts on the Pokerev video? Is that making you want to open packs from this set, or are you going to step back and maybe hold on to your dollars for the Rocket set and other sets that are coming out in the future? Let me know down in the comments below as we are starting our YouTube journey. As always, I've been Made the Villain.